Hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and today we are going to dive into archetypes. So we're going to look at your psyche. Now, I'm going to be using Kim Kranz's decks for these readings, and the main one is going to be the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, and the tarot is the Wild Unknown Tarot. So as always, if you're interested in the decks, you can go in the description box and I will have listed them there. But yeah, the main gist of today's reading is that we're going to look at the main archetype, or the most dominant archetype of yours at this time, and then we're going to see what kind of archetype you should develop more within yourself, like just something to bear in mind, because it would benefit you. Okay, and then of course we're going to get more info with the tarot as well, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, before getting into the reading though, I do want to remind you guys that this is a general reading, so please just take the messages that resonate with you and leave everything else behind, because not all of the messages are going to resonate with everyone, okay? But right, let's see, what is your most dominant archetype at this time? Now, I do want to warn you guys, these cards are very difficult to shuffle, so if you see a mess all over the desk, then just, you know, don't mind it. But what is the most dominant archetype? What is the most dominant archetype for Gemini? What is the most dominant archetype for Gemini at this time? The Village. Oh, interesting. Okay, and let me move that out of the way. And please also show me the archetype that Gemini should develop within themselves. What is the archetype that Gemini should develop within themselves? Okay, I'm going to take the first one. Ooh, the Siren. Okay. Oh, interesting. And the Healer is at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to keep it somewhere over here so that you would still be able to see it, but that it would be out of the way somewhat. Okay. So, right, we have the Village and the Siren. Okay, well, the Village, let's just get into them one by one, because these cards are somewhat, like, they take a lot out of you. There's a lot of depth to them. So yeah, they are not easy cards to decipher by any means. But with the Village, I'm actually feeling a lot of hiding, or a lot of, not suppression necessarily, but just a lot of keeping yourself to yourself kind of energy. It's very safe, it's very guarded, it's very sheltered, I want to say. So yeah, and even if you look at this, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there's like this line that I feel like this hand is drawing on the ground, or whatever the surface is. It's really hard to tell. But there's this line, right? And there are these like arrows that are drawn on the line. So there is a clear direction here. But I feel like that's kind of exactly what I feel like. It's almost like it's very set in stone. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very structured, or it's very linear, I also want to say. And it's just, there's a lot of like, again, there's a lot of like routine to it, or there's a lot of determination, or yeah, there's not a lot of leeway that I feel with this Village card. It's very, very set. It's very concrete. It's very much in place, and it's just like it's following its path. It's following its destined course. But I also feel that it's almost like because there's so much of this black and white and gray energy. It's very bleak almost. And there's all this beautiful color that is behind this mountain, but it's almost like you are not able to reach it because you are keeping yourself here. So it might be that you are sheltering yourself, you're keeping yourself safe, but you're also at the same time keeping yourself away from all of the possibilities and all of the experiences that you could have. So it's very interesting to see what the book is going to say, because I am going to read from the book as well, but I'm just kind of giving you what I'm sensing with these cards first. Now with this siren, this is a very feminine, it's like a femme fatale kind of energy with the siren card. So this is the energy or the archetype that you should develop more within yourself. And this is very bold. So I'm already getting this like very contrasting energy coming out with you being very safe and very guarded and very sheltered versus you just blasting yourself out there in your full force, in your full sense of being. And it's also interesting that there's a lot of like, well, this circular formation that we see over here that is very like, it's almost like hidden. There's also a circular formation here, but it looks more like an egg. At least, yeah, it looks more like an egg, but I think it's actually a gem of some sort, maybe like a ruby. But it's also a round or like this elliptic shape. So I almost feel like taking yourself out of this safe zone or this comfort zone of yours and putting yourself more boldly out there. I feel like it's going to like expand you. It's going to open you up somehow. That's what I'm feeling. And it's also like, this is very, the siren is very seductive. It's very, very, very sexy, very alluring. So I feel like it's almost like when you put yourself out there, when you allow yourself to expand and show off your true colors, I feel like you're going to be very magnetizing, and you're going to like start calling people towards yourself, like the sirens, right? And the siren song in mythology. I feel like that's the kind of effect that you're going to have on people. And I feel like that's like the direction of this, or like why you're being called towards this, is because it seems to me with this healer and underlying energy of the healer, I feel like there's something very magical about you that has to be shared with the world, or that needs to be shared with the world. You have something of extreme value to offer to other people, but in order for other people to see that or to be able to approach it, you need to put yourself out there. But yeah, it seems that there's something very magical, something very special about you that needs to come out. Oh, sorry, not yet. Getting ahead of myself. I'm going to read from the book first and see what this has to say. So, okay, we have 41. Right, 41. There we go. The village. The hometown, the family, the tribe. The village presents us with a conundrum. On one hand, it's the place that feels most like home, the place to which you can always return. Nostalgia and comfort draw us back. On the other hand, it's the very place you must leave in order to grow. Around the village, an unspoken boundary exists, one most villagers do not want you to cross. Though some support your leaving... What? Oh, sorry. Okay, I was so confused there for a second. Though some support your leaving, still you hear whispers of doubt as you venture beyond its borders, leaving them behind. The energy of the village is present any time we feel restricted by a certain group, community, family, place, or ideology. It may have served us in the past, yet staying within its parameters will never satiate our thirst for life. Thank the village for all it has provided, knowing you will someday return. For now, the world awaits. yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I was saying. Like, you need to kind of venture forward and put yourself out there, because people need to be able to, they need to be able to get in contact with you. They need to be able to touch and experience this beautiful, magical energy that you can provide. So, okay, it says, when light, intimate, rooted in intergenerational, yeah, communal. When dark, small-minded, gossipy, trapped, restricted. Returning to the village is as important as leaving it. This can be thought of as a completion or an integration of what you learned out in the wild. Wow, I'm actually even loving that it says wild, because this feels very wild to me. So I love that these cards are going hand in hand, like, or going together so well. The village moves with you, as it is more of a mindset than a physical place. Okay, so I feel like that's more of a reassurance if you are dreading leaving this comfort zone, or actually like exposing yourself as you truly are in all of your beautiful colors. So yeah, it's almost like assuring you that this safe zone can actually come with you, because it's all in the mind, right? You can make yourself feel at home anywhere. It just takes your mindset. Okay, and the other one is, okay, so we have 18. There we go. The Siren. The Temptress, the Seducer, the Femme Fatale. The siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. We find ourselves lost in a spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whether the thing calling to us is ultimately good or bad is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters, and the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, we go down, 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 to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dry land. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option, unless, like Odysseus, we bind our hands to the mast of our ship. It's likely, though, that falling for her call is the only way we will come to live more fully on the surface. When light, awakened sensuality, absorption, arousal. When dark, wickedness, adultery, wreckage, betrayal, insatiability. Embodying the siren archetype requires that we explore things that are taboo. The siren laughs at conventions and constraints. She eats rules. Yeah, so again, I feel that this beautiful contrast is coming out here with the village being a place of rules and restrictions, right? Because it's a community and certain rules have to be put in place that everyone is following. But with the siren, again, it's almost like letting yourself, again, go into the wild, being free and just seeing what comes out of you expressing yourself in your truest form. And also, I love that they did point out that it's going to be, like, as I said, very alluring, that you're going to be very magnetizing and calling people in. Okay, it also says, other iterations of the siren archetype include the nymph, the mermaid, and the fairy. They often come in sets of 3 as a trinity of temptation. Okay, so that's what the book had to say. So again, very interesting energy where you are being called to move towards with the siren there. But let's explore this village energy first. So let's look at what this energy or this archetype is rooted in, how it is serving you at this time, and how it is also restricting you at the same time. So where is this village archetype rooted in for Gemini? Where is it rooted in? There we go. Oh, yeah, the 7 of Swords. Yeah, definitely. So I feel like, and the 10 of Coins in reverse at the bottom. So this, both the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Coins very, very often indicate family to me, or like deep roots, ancestral roots. And with the Seven of Swords as well, I feel like there is some form of shying away from your truth or withholding something that, again, it's, even if you look at this card, right? So the fox is lying on this one sword, and in the tarot, the Ace of Swords, or this one sword, is also a card of truth. So I feel like it's, yeah, it's almost like you may have felt the need because of your community or because of your family or whatever kind of group dynamic or whatever kind of group surrounding you grew up in. It feels to me that you might have felt that maybe your truth, or maybe the thing that you felt was somewhat maybe different about you, that it maybe wouldn't be understood or appreciated. There's definitely some form of like needing to hide, needing to keep something about yourself hidden from others. So yeah, and especially as I said with the Ten of Coins, I feel like there's some form of like either ancestral background to that or community to that. So yeah, some form of restrictions. But I also wanted to point out that with the healer being the underlying energy, it might actually be that you are a healer, and like that's the aspect of you that needs to come out. That maybe you will be able to help other people heal themselves or help them like work through their issues. You know, like a therapist, or you could also maybe start, maybe you feel called to like explore some form of spiritual healer, that kind of thing as well. Either like a Reiki master, I don't know why that's coming through, but yeah, it could be something to do with like energy work as well. So yeah, and I'm getting that because of the siren energy, which was kind of tied back to this more like psychic and more mysterious energy as well, as we read from the book. So it could have to do something with that. And if that is the case, then it would make a lot of sense that you feel like you need to kind of hide that or keep that under wraps, because maybe your community or your tribe who you're a part of wouldn't maybe understand or wouldn't approve of that. So yeah, there's definitely some form of like needing to hide your true essence. But let's look at how this energy or this archetype is serving you. Oh, the Son of Wands, which is like the Knight of Wands in this deck. And the Nine of Swords in reverse at the bottom. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of it's allowing you to feel safe. It's allowing you to feel confident in yourself, and it's almost like it's repressing these thoughts of anxiety or worry within you that might be coming up with the notion of actually expressing yourself. I feel like that, like allowing others to see who you truly are, might be something that really scares you, like really, really scares you, and brings about like all these thoughts of distress and worry and what ifs and yeah, just a lot of like these nasty scenarios of like how other people would react, or what would happen if you actually opened up about your truth and what it is that you want to do. So it's almost like being in this safe cocoon and hiding your true essence is allowing you to shine the kind of light that people want you to shine. So yeah, I feel like it's giving you some form of assurance. But it's interesting, and I'm noticing it for the first time. If you look, there's like this like halo, but it's very, first of all, it's not very bright. It's somewhat like faded, and it's like it's like a restricted, or it's like a very contained kind of light that is coming through. It's not like exuding everywhere. It's not like shining and bursting out in all directions. It's like only extending halfway. So it's like, it's almost very like on the surface level, very shallow. So I feel like it is giving you some form of assurance, but I feel like it's not the true thing, because the true thing is something that you are hiding, or something that you are suppressing even. Yeah, so it might be giving you a sense of confidence being or staying within these restrictions or limitations, but I feel like it's very on the surface level, and it doesn't actually speak to your true depth or your true essence. So let's see how this village archetype is restricting you. Oh, yeah, the moon. Exactly. So I feel like there's so much about yourself that you can discover, and there's so much about the world that you can discover, and just your journey in general. I feel like it's all just one big unexplored mystery, and that there are so many options out there. But again, I feel like it requires you to actually step out of your comfort zone, to actually lead forward and go forward with your heart, right? Because we have, well, the Son of Cups is the underlying energy, which is like the Knight of Cups. So it would require you to follow your heart and let that guide you forward, because this, I don't want to say like false confidence that you may be feeling with the Son of Wands here, that this community or this restrictive environment that you are in currently is allowing you to feel. I don't feel like it's very authentic, and that's not the kind of energy that is going to help you. So, and it's even funny that if you see like this cup, do you see all these like colors of the rainbow poking out from here? So yeah, this is going to give you like this full rounded experience. But staying here is keeping you away from all of the untapped potential and all of the untapped possibilities that lie out there beyond your comfort zone. But it's almost like, it's interesting because the moon is all about like secrets and unseen forces and stuff like that. So it's almost like you are not able to see what it is that you are missing, or like, it's like they're not even showing me what it is that you are missing, because that's part of the beauty of it. Like going out there and actually seeing it, experiencing it for yourself. Wow. Yeah, okay. So moving on to this Siren archetype now, let's see what embodying more of this energy would help you heal, how it would help you heal. Also, what it would allow you to do that you maybe feel that you can't do at this time as you are in this energy, and what kind of possibilities it would open up for you in the future. Okay, so starting with what this would help you heal. We have the Magician in reverse. Oh, with the Son of Swords. It's interesting that so many Knights have been coming through, and the Knights, by the way, are all about taking action and moving, right? They're all about movement. So it's almost like you're getting this like triple energy of you need to get a move on, you need to get a move on. But yeah, with the Magician in reverse, I feel like it's almost going to help you gain back your power, because the Magician is all about being a master of all the elements and calling in the kind of life that he wants, right? It's all about standing in your power and using all of your skills, all of your knowledge, everything that you have up your sleeve to make your dreams a reality. The Magician is someone who manipulates energy. So with it being in reverse, I feel like this Siren energy, this kind of coming more into your truth and allowing others to see it, is going to help you get your power back. Let's see what this would allow you to do. What will this Siren energy No. What would the siren energy allow Gemini to do? Oh my goodness. Too many. But I do want this one. The Tower. Wow. Wow. So yeah, okay. Oh, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords has been coming out a lot. But yeah, with the Tower, I feel like you would actually be able to like make a true change. It would help you break free from the stuff that is not actually serving you, that is not actually allowing you to be and to explore. I feel like it's going to break down the barriers. Yeah, I feel like it's going to break down the barriers, and I feel like it's also going to really shake up the energy of your whole life. Again, just getting rid of everything that is not true for you, because of the Ace of Swords with the underlying energy here. So I feel like truth is at the forefront of things for you. And that's what this siren energy, just embodying more of that wild side of yours, is going to help you do. And it's also because the Tower is all about having these like unexpected situations and like shifts happening, and it's ultimately for the greater good. It's going to bring about change, but it's going to bring about the change, the kind of change that is in your highest good, that you ultimately do want. And lastly, let's see what kind of possibility it would open up for you in the future. Oh my god, and it's official. We have all major arcana for you when it comes to this siren energy. So yeah, this feels very much like destined to me. This feels something that is meant for you, that you kind of need to step into, because this is where the universe is stepping in right here. And with the Chariot, oh my goodness, with the Five of Cups being the underlying energy here. Oh my god, and both of them horses as well, which is funny. But with the Chariot being here, I feel like you are able to actually set yourself free, liberate yourself from any kind of restriction. Sorry if the image was all like not very straight. It was somewhat tilted. Sorry, I just noticed that. But anyway, where was I? So yeah, with the Chariot, I feel like what this siren energy is going to help you achieve is, again, freedom, liberation. So this will help you actually move towards your greatest happiness. And you can even see it with the Sun over here. So it's going to lead you to your victory. It's going to lead you to... It's just so beautiful and so free and such like joyous energy. So that's what I feel like you're going to be able to achieve for yourself. And again, liberate yourself from this more like restricted and more contained, or maybe even like constrained, is that a word? But yeah, I just feel like you'll be able to, again, you'll be able to soar free and just enjoy the journey, enjoy the life that was meant for you. But again, I feel like it's requiring you to kind of move out of this more familiar and safe ground or environment that you are in right now, and actually open yourself up to the world and allow others to see what you have to offer for them. Because I feel like it's beautiful, and I feel like it's something very, very magical with the Healer card over here. So, okay, I'm gonna leave you guys there. I don't want this video to be too long, but these cards are very, there's a lot of depth to them. So yeah, there's this, it's not the easiest to get the messages across, but hopefully you guys got something from this that you could apply to yourselves. If this reading resonated with you in any way, please consider giving me a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me. And also, if you haven't already, but if you enjoyed my energy, then don't forget to subscribe as well, so that you wouldn't miss out on the upcoming readings that I'm going to be doing for you guys. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye.